Okay, hey everybody. Things did not go exactly according to plan, so I am joining you from my home office in Modesto, California, but live out of the Bluegrass Wrestling Convention number 3 is Bobby Blaze. What's happening, Bobby?
Hey, Professor. I know you probably hear a lot of background noise, but I am live at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con 3 in downtown Ashland, Kentucky. We're going to be here another couple of hours, and we've got some cool guests lined up. It's been a really busy day with the floods, the rain in Florida, hurricane all day. It's affected the whole East Coast, so I'll just let you know that up front. But with that said, I'm going to introduce the Art of Grappling champion, Brox Boulder.
Bobby Blaze, Jeremy, how's it going, guys?
All right, Brox, how are you?
Great. Thank you for helping us set this up, Brox.
Hey, happy to help any way I can. Keep in mind, Professor, I can't hear anything you're saying, so
gotcha.
Messages might not be delivered exactly how you give them because you can't trust Bobby Blaze. You know how he is.
It's the old school, man. Tell a friend, tell a phone, tell a wrestler.
Right,
so anyway, you're tied on the line tonight, Brox.
Absolutely. Josh Rocket Benson. So, quick backstory. Josh Rocket Benson been calling me out. Bobby, you know how I am. I'm a guy that you got to earn things with me. You got to earn everything you get in this business. No one hands you nothing. This guy just wants me to hand him a title shot. He's not earned anything in my book, not in my eyes at all. So his best approach was to attack my boy Titan Troy. Troy's trying to get a workout in, attacked him from behind, and then called me out again. So now I've got to. He's attacked family to me, you know. It's not how I do business. It's not how he's going to do business, and he's going to get the beating of his life tonight. I promise you that.
I'm going to be there live to see it, and I got my money on Brox Boulder.
That's right. I might have learned a thing or two from you.
All right, Professor. Thank you, Brox, for stopping by.
Sure.
Brox is going to actually go out and bring us some guests back. It's chaos.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you. So we'll bring them in. Professor?
Yes.
I'm telling you, the hurricane on the East Coast here, it's just delayed lots of flights and canceled flights. We're just getting a lot of rain and chilly weather, and we're still running, man. You know. And I want to set a special time. I'm going to set a special thanks to the Time Warp in Ashland, Kentucky. Earl has been nothing but hospital here. He has helped these people getting flights, getting hotel rooms. I mean, he's doing it all. So, with that said, just thank you, Time Warp, for this awesome event. And then also thank promoter Joe Pace from FTC.
All right.
And I see Brox out there. He's gathering some guests up right now. So we'll go from there once he walks up to the table. Any questions you have for me, Professor, before we get a guest in here?
No, not at this time. I'm having a little bit of an issue with my dog right now, so that's I'm kind of distracted. All right, Bobby. So what's the
Tracy
weirdest
Smothers shirt, Bobby Blaze shirt.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen since you've been there?
Oh man, you know, this is more just a wrestling con, so no one's doing cosplay or anything like that. I got to speak with Venis and catch up with him just when I first got here. That was very cool. Met Devon. That was cool. I never had met him before. He's going to come on. I spoke to Ron Simmons. APA is here, man. They're in the house. They're the real deal.
Oh, I thought they were out. Okay.
No, they came, man. Ron Simmons and JBL are sitting right opposite of me, and they're down there signing autographs. Nothing unusual and weird, really, man. You know, it's pretty normal, to be honest with you.
So if somebody actually gets a beer, will Ron Simmons kick the beer?
I would imagine, but here's the deal. They're not having any beer here, but I already have my beer on ice out in the trunk of my car.
Nice.
Because I've got a long day, and I'm not going to have any now, obviously. But
You know,
come about 5 o'clock, those guys will be long gone on flights or hotel rooms. So I feel safe opening my beer. But I would gladly offer them one. You know that.
Oh,
I've got enough to share.
Yeah.
I've learned that being out on the road. Get your beer on the ice before the show and have enough to share.
Yep.
So
That's what Bobby Eaton would have done.
that's right. And I've got not a gym bag today. I've got a tote box, and I've got toothbrushes, comb, razor. Let's see, mouthwash. What else did I put in there?
You get a sewing kit?
Well, there's obviously t-shirts and socks. Bobby was big on socks. I got 2 pair of socks, extra. Okay, I see a guy wearing a luchador match here.
Okay.
And I see Devon Dudley walking up to our table here, man. Just met this man today. What a pleasure, man. Devon Dudley, how you doing, brother?
Good, how you doing?
And well, this is the Bell to Bell with Bobby Blaze podcast. You're on the air with the professor,
right.
Jeremy Bilber. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, hanging in there. Not bad for a guy who just had back surgery.
Welcome to Ashland, Kentucky, man. I know it's kind of late coffee to get here, but you're here, brother.
Yeah, they called me, Tony Hunter, the promoter, called me about 11 p.m. on Thursday. They said, Devon, we had some cancellations because of the storms in Florida. I was like, oh, really? I was like, Tony, you know where I live, right? He goes, no, where? I go, I'm in Florida. He goes, oh, shit. He goes, can you? He was like, I'm sorry. I was like, no, nothing to be sorry about because I live just outside of Orlando.
Okay.
And so the storms didn't even hit me, thank God.
Gotcha.
I mean, God was watching over our area, and again, we didn't have any issues, no nothing. The only thing we had was a torn screen
Okay.
in my enclosure. Other than that, I called the screen guy and I said, listen, I need it done. He goes, I'll be there this week. That was the only thing. But other than that, I got on the plane and I'm here now.
Oh, man, we're so glad to have you here. Devon's also, you're going to stick around for the FTC show to see us,
Absolutely.
correct?
I'm going to come see that younger talent do their thing. And I'm always excited about that. Now that I'm with NXT, and I have a role with NXT now, it's always a pleasure to see the young talent. And I never thought in a million years after retiring that I would be satisfied watching somebody else as opposed to me getting in there showing people what I can still do.
Yes.
But I get just as much gratification as watching them after teaching them.
Don't you though, man? I get so much pleasure from giving back to this business.
Exactly.
I can teach someone. So you're down there at NXT and you're giving that love and passion that you had for this business back to these youngsters when they upcome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And at first it used to be for gratification because, you know, working for Vince at the time when he was still with the company, it was great for him to see that I can still teach as opposed to being in the ring. Now I'm proving myself to Paul Levesque, which is of course Triple H, and that's a pleasure. Plus working with Shawn Michaels and Matt Balloon has been a pleasure. I can't complain at all. I had a 30-year career on top of the world with Bubba, and I've got nothing to feel sorry about. I'm very blessed.
Brother, thank you for stopping by. What a story, man. I just appreciate you so much. And also now that you're paying it forward through this, you know, help these youngsters. When they're learning from guys like you, they're going to learn from the best, man. That's tremendous. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a blessed day today, and I'm sure you will. We'll have a good time. And then, again, just welcome to Ashland, Kentucky and the greater tri-state area. And let's have some fun, man. Go
Let's
sign
do
some
it.
autograph signs and steal some pictures.
I'm going to try to do it.
Yes, sir. I got
Thank you, guys. You got it.
My
Thank you.
pleasure.
All right.
All right, man. Devon Dudley, what a great guy, man. Great attitude. And, you know, there he is out there giving back through NXT, man.
Yeah. I wonder,
That's killer.
with his involvement in NXT, do you think we're going to see more new young tag teams coming out?
Buddy, I was almost ready to ask that question, and I didn't want to fanboy out, to be honest, but to look at his eye, I think so.
Because that is definitely an area where pro wrestling could do with some growth.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely. And I do think so that I didn't ask him, but I have an idea that if they brought him in, then they're probably planning something for a tag team. Is that your bet?
That's my bet.
All right.
You don't bring in a Dudley if you're not going to advance the tag teams.
I think we're getting ready to get Val Venis. Here comes Val Venis. Yes. My man. Anything you want me to ask, don't fanboy out. Ask Val Venis.
No, I just hope he's going to get a clean towel before he comes to talk.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll bring that up.
See, I get to be silent now, so I can say whatever I want. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, well, our listeners, I hope will enjoy this. Yeah. It's going to be a rough cut. When you edit, you do what you can.
Bobby, you realize that makes me the devil on your shoulder, right?
Yeah, kind of. Not that I need you there. Yeah, heel prick.
Oh man, I should have read an old book about dirty tricks this weekend.
There you go.
Ready. Hey, so all right, so I saw who was not going to make it because they all live in Florida. And Devon came in last minute. Were there any other last minute additions that made it down there?
No.
Okay.
I see Nikita Koloff. I didn't mention him. I think Devon was the latest addition.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He came in pretty late on that.
Yeah.
But it was
I'm
cool
sitting here
cool that he could make it up there.
talking to one of our young fans. Thank you, Lisa. She's wearing a Life is a Work shirt, same as I have on. Hey, here comes the man, Al Venis. What's happening, man?
The man, the myth, the legend.
All right. Just have a seat. You're on the Bell to Bell with Bobby Blaze podcast.
Bell to Bell with Bobby Blaze. Just where I want to
with
be.
the Professor Jeremy Vilmer, and we got some people taking pictures. Welcome to the program, man. What a great career you've had, and thanks for taking time out of your busy day at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con. I'll give it over to you. Just talk, have a good time, no censorship, whatever, brother.
Yeah, you know, it's great to be here. The fans, it's fun to see the fans all the time. You know, I don't get out to these things very often anymore.
Yeah.
I'm, you know, in that grind of growing cannabis in the great state of Arizona, and you know, they're just it's getting more and more difficult to get out on the road and have time to do these events and get to interact with the fans, get to see all the boys, and catch up. But so, you know, when I do get out to these places, it's fantastic. I love coming out to these places.
We're glad to have you. This is my hometown, so I took a right out my driveway, came down one street, took another right, and I'm here. So it's an easy trip.
Perfect.
But so you come in from Arizona, and folks, if you see some of these wrestlers, you know, you see their Instagrams or Twitters or Facebooks. Let me tell you, Val Venis looks fantastic, man. The man looks fantastic, I'm telling you.
Well, thank you,
he's
brother.
living well. He's eating well. And you can tell us about your adventures. There's no censorship on this. Do whatever you want. Let us know what you're into with your cannabis and what you're doing, your marathons, and taking care of yourself.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I got going on. So right now I'm in the middle of really building my brand of cannabis in Arizona.
Okay.
So I was doing custom Cannagar pieces for Cannagars are a cigar that are basically all cannabis.
Nice.
And they're packed very tightly, so they burn for a long, long time. And they're not a daily thing, of course. This is like a special event type of Cannagar. Something you would give for a wedding present, a graduation gift, anniversaries. I'm getting a lot of custom order pieces for Cannagars for UFC pay-per-view events. So you get a bunch of friends that are getting together at a friend's house to watch UFC pay-per-view. They want to pass around a Cannagar the whole time. So who do they come to? They come to the big Val Boski, Val Venis, the man, the myth, the legend when it comes to creating some of the finest Cannagars on the face of God's green earth.
Brother, I might have you an order together from one of my sons. Oh, he watches UFC.
Perfect.
And,
It's something that, you know, going from building custom pieces in Arizona to building regular pieces that people can just walk into the dispensary and buy themselves, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Right.
We're trying to get that infrastructure built up to where I can mass produce Cannagars rather than just doing them one at a time.
Gotcha.
Because really when I'm doing custom pieces, they're kind of an artwork too.
Sure.
A lot of time and effort put into really creating just one Cannagar.
Wow.
But I do have a process that's going to take a team of people to mass produce them so we can get them on the dispensary shelves.
Well,
and that's what we're in the process of doing right now.
As successful and as hard as you work to get into professional wrestling and make a career of professional wrestling and become the star that you are, there's no doubt that you're going to put the time and effort and make this business as successful just like yourself. Because you're a self-made man. And we wish you much, much continued success. Is there anything you want to tell your thousands, millions of fans who are maybe listening to the Bell to Bell
Bobby,
podcast?
before you cut them loose,
Hold on. Yes, hold on. The devil on my shoulder's talking. Sorry. What you got there,
Hey,
Professor?
so first off, does he have a website or something people can check out?
Do you want to plug a website or anything? Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's a podcaster in my ear here, Val. So, plug away, brother. Where can we find you at today?
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube. It's topshelfanarchy.com. It's my activist channel. Very, very, very strong with pro-freedom positions that I'm really trying to help educate society really into what we've all been taught from the very first time we step into a public school.
Right.
And we're constantly taught this stuff that we take into adulthood. And I'm on the other end of that. On the other end of that adulthood. So as the adults are coming out of college, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's think about the stuff you've been taught in life.
Right.
And as it pertains to mostly the relationship between human beings that operate on a platform called government and the human beings that operate in the private sector. Our jobs in the free market, or as entertainers, as professional wrestlers or baseball players or whatever, our jobs in the private sector is to provide other human beings with what they want, need, or desire. And in the free market, there's an exchange of value for being able to provide what other people want, need, or desire. Oh, your AC broke, your house is 110 degrees, you call the guy that can create value for you and improve your standard of living. You call the air conditioning guy. He's going to come over, you're going to work out a deal, he's going to use his work, labor, skills, and talents to make your house cool again and comfortable. That's valuable to you.
Absolutely.
And so that man would come to your home, create value for you, and then you're trading value that you created in professional wrestling because fans want to be entertained, human beings want to be entertained. So that's the value we provide to fans. So my channel really, because when people come out of college, it's 12 years of free education, some of them going to college. When they come out as adults, they've been conditioned to believe that government is, at worst, a necessary evil. At best, no, government does all these good things, and they're so brainwashed into government. And you got to remember, they're being taught by government curriculum, so you can't expect anything less, right? They're conditioned to be thinking only in a box that the government wants them to think in, and I was part of that as well. It took me a lot of years to break out of those chains. So my whole channel, my whole thing is exposing what we've been taught government is and exposing to the world what it really is. It's a crime syndicate. It's a mafia. I start off in the traffic courts. I intentionally go out and get traffic tickets, and I go into the traffic courts, and I start calling them out for what they are. They're an extortion racket.
Wow.
And I am undefeated in the courts. And on Top Shelf Anarchy, TopShelfAnarchy.com, it'll make you look at that relationship between private sector humans and humans operating on a platform called government in a way no one's ever been taught.
Well, I know you've gained a couple listeners a day and followers because Professor and myself both, man, 98% of the stuff I watch is YouTube, and I'll sign right up and subscribe, my man.
Heck yeah, well, subscribe to it. You'll love the content.
I'm sure.
It might be a little shocking.
I'm getting educated right now, man. If you could see me, he's smiling, but my smile, man, right now, I'm smiling bigger than Chessie Cat on a damn train out here going down the Ohio River, brother. I'm telling you, but man.
Oh, yeah, and wrestling is one of the things that really got me, interested in learning in the entertainment business, learning how to entertain.
That's just someone's phone going off. I don't know whose.
Let's throw that way over there.
Yeah.
So, wrestling, learning the business, the entertainment business through wrestling, it was something that when you're talking, I always found for years, when I'm talking to people about government, it's kind of a boring subject. People are like, taxes. Mm-hmm. Then when they start to hear the positions that I'm putting forth in regards to what they call taxation, the ones that actually continue listening start to go, whoa, okay, now you got my attention. But I was trying to find a way to get their attention a lot quicker right off the bat. And everything I learned in wrestling as it pertains to entertainment, making that emotional connection with the fans, it's the same thing I now do when trying to teach through YouTube. I'm trying to get their emotional connection so I can have their attention. And when I have their attention, I'm showing them what they've been taught government is and what I can show them firsthand with facts government really is. Yeah. You can hear the judges yelling at me and me yelling back at the judges. And you can hear the content. Yeah. And it's not like we're calling each other names.
Well, thanks again for your time, brother. Nothing but continued success.
Well, thank you,
brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, Venis, ladies and gentlemen.